And hello everybody, welcome. We are live. Hi. We're back on our usual nonsense of throwing rocks and casting spells, or casting rocks and throwing spells. That being Final Fantasy. Oh, hold on, I forgot to turn on my PNG tuber. I also forgot to change models and flip them. Hold on. There, and transform. There we go. So, last we left off on this, we had just gotten to the part where the story caught up to us. Ramza had become disillusioned by his older brothers because they were going to use a princess to secure a better station with Duke Larg to have a better standing with the throne, since the old king, or the current king at the time of the story, is either dead or is like completely incapacitated from being able to rule. So his sister, who became the adoptive daughter of the king, which is a really, really bizarre turn, ended up being like one of the contenders for the throne, even though she didn't, as far as we can tell, she doesn't really want that. Delita comes by, takes her from her royal guard, because apparently the mercenary troop, along with the White Lions, Order of the Northern Sky, I'm dumb. Along with the Order of the Northern Sky, were charged with assassinating her to help Duke Larg be able to gain better power. Because he was a cousin of the old king, I believe, so then he would have been more in direct line for the throne. So, yeah, it was just this whole cavalcade. We can actually learn about it later, but let's get started. We already have the beat on that. Okay. So, yeah, we now have a change in uniform for Ramza, and instead of his, like, noble look, he's now got kind of a, breastplate and greaves situation. We also have more guest characters. One of which has a fucking gun. So that's fun. And he's a machinist, which I guess could be a new job we could have. Maybe later. But yeah, we did a lot of job changing around. That's something else that we did last time. We learned a lot of skills and we changed around on different jobs. And I changed Ramza to a thief because I want to... Let's see, I had him... Yeah, I wanted to change it to a level 4 thief so I could get to level 2 of... I feel like that's Dragoon. And then I want to see what this thing is, because we've got level 5 on Monk, level 4 on Knight, so why not, you know? And... we've sent some people out on errands. One of our other thief guy, Belmont, he died. Because I was an idiot and did not pay attention to his positioning on the map. And we have a chocobo. So yeah, that should surmise everything that we've done over the past couple streams. And we stopped here, and then we have some story progress that we can make here. But considering how easily and thoroughly my ass had gotten beat in that one random encounter we had, like seriously, that was a bullshit random encounter of like getting confused to berserked and then having to fight my way through that, so that was fun. So what we're gonna do is do a little bit of grinding and catch some of our units up to speed. I want to reposition you there. And then once we get some people up to speed, I feel like probably matching level 10, maybe 11.
To the front.
And we're probably going to need to recruit some more people at some point.
Understood.
But like the multiple recruitment situation is probably going to be where we end up having named characters come in. Alright, so first go. Is that a Morble? It is a Oh, those Morbles. Ow, bitch.
Come on.
Alright, Morbles I know have a very stinky breath attack, so... Actually, let's have you go up another space. Are the Morbles next? No. Wonderful. Let's haste. And then you can also... Wait. Oh, right, you don't have any... Oh, you need to learn some skills in that. Alright, that's fine. You use Cure.
Sense is keen.
Do some damage.
Onward and upward.
Here.
Alright, how bad is it? Tentacles? Okay. So they aren't going to do their breath attack immediately. I mean, hey, I'll take this over getting confused and berserked, like, back-to-back the way I did before. That was annoying. Let's throw a Protect down on my mages, because they're going to need it. And then you're going to punch this guy in the head. Beautiful. So, I watched some videos that I'd seen before, but have been kind of popping up on my feed a lot more, considering the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest that's going to be happening in Germany. And that's gotten me kind of wondering if whether or not I should try out 14 myself, because... it wouldn't be an on-stream thing, I think, but it would be something I'd be just playing on my own time, you know, see how it is. Because according to my friend Lilith, and according to a whole lot of other people, Final Fantasy XIV sounds like a genuinely really nice experience, but I don't know. My apprehension towards it is just, I've not always had the best experience with multiplayer games, so that's made me extremely reluctant towards the idea of playing them, especially in MMO culture, because I hear in particular Final Fantasy's player base can sometimes be a bit asshole-ish at points, which, you know, does come down to, like, you playing well with your team and everything, but because I basically have no experience in MMO culture, I don't know, it's made me kind of like, oh god, like, I'm not gonna have anybody to guide me, or to help me, like, figure out the game, I guess. I'd be basically flying solo. Maybe Lilith could help me out because she's been playing the game for a long time. In fact, it's funny, I'll see her on Discord, and she'll just be playing it a whole bunch, and she is in that game. So, I don't know, maybe an idea for the future, but if I was to play it, as I said, not on stream. Definitely an off-stream and, like, anecdotal... Like, yeah, it's an anecdotal game. In the same way that playing a lot of the main series Dragon Quest games are anecdotal games for me. Like, sometimes... like, as much as I like sharing a lot of my gaming experiences with you guys, and I really do, you know, that's why I like... these streams are fun to share games and shoot the shit. There are some games I do want to play for myself, because I also know that sometimes certain games just are not going to be good for stream content, which I understand completely. And the Dragon Quest series in particular, unless it's maybe like 11 or 8, don't tend to... Oh, that's nasty. Don't tend to be the most, like... the most, like, clip-worthy, heart-pounding games to stream, unless, again, you're playing 11, which has Sylvando, and Sylvando is perfection. I would you know, whenever 12 comes out, I would definitely at least do a first impression stream of that, because my curiosity of that game is just so heightened due to how long it's been since we ever seen anything of it besides the initial footage from that one anniversary stream all those years back. And not to mention, I don't know, my impressions of the first look that we got at the game a little bit ago, I like the look of it. Main character kind of looks silly, but I don't begrudge the game based on just the protagonist's appearance. I begrudge the game if it's like the protagonist is a jackass on top of looking stupid. You know, kind of like how, kind of like DMZ Devil May Cry. Alright. And you know, something else that I've been seeing lately, and I don't know what caused this trend to start, but on Blue Sky, I've been seeing a bunch of posts about old E3 conferences back in the day, and like what the conferences tended to have on them. And there was this one that had some cursed ass footage of Donkey Kong with like a reactive 3D head. And part of me just goes like, God, I missed out on a fucking era when I was that young. Like, part of me wanted to be a fucking fly on the wall seeing that. It's just so fucking weird. Okay, so you're gonna cure, so I want you there. There we go. And then you go punch this guy. No real need to Cyclone. And then a take. Can that reach? No. So yeah, all this to say, I've just mostly been keeping to my socials and working. That's literally all I've done for this past week, alongside uploading the videos that I've done for the past, you know, uploading last week's videos and getting stuff ready on that front. Because, you know, I always like to... I tend to wait until around the weekends to edit the VODs down. And by edit them down, I mean just cut out the ad breaks. Like, part of me has kind of thought about doing more, like, edited style content, like how you'd see most other streamers do, but... I don't know, I just kind of prefer to have it in a long play style format, like how you'd have 2 to 3 hour episodes of a Let's Play, almost. Just cut out the ad breaks, though, because, one, I'm not in the YouTube partner program, so I don't have ad revenue. Which, you know, I'm not gonna be mad about because, you know, that's a slow go, no matter where you are on that platform. I wanna get them chests. Yes. Ooh! And then you grab this one. Maiden's Kiss? Okay. One of these days, I'm going to, like... One of these days, I'm gonna, like, pass up on the chance of that, and I'll end up missing, like, a super important component for, like, an Ultima Crystal or some shit like that. You probably need the MP refill, but that's okay. Okay, there's some more Bull Corpse here.
Ready.
That's fine, I'll take that hit. I just want to get this thing. God, watch it not be... Okay, it is a chest. Cool. What do we get? A regular potion. I mean, I'm not going to begrudge that. Potion's a potion. Alright, and... there we go.
I've learned a great deal.
Yeah, I'd make Lilith into a character already, but I don't know what job she would want. Combo said he wants Bard, but we have not encountered a Bard yet in the game. I have a feeling that if I do encounter Bard, it's probably going to be like... I have a feeling if we do end up encountering the Bard character, or Bard job to unlock, that's probably going to be like much later in the game, potentially. Alright, so we're going to...
Was there something?
Yes, and then... there. Oh, right, on errand, I can't change that. You take that. I would probably prefer casting Thunder for more immediate melee damage. You're fine on that. You're out on a thing. You take better gear there. You're fine. And Chocobos don't have equipment.
Looking for Orc catch your eye.
Orc catch your eye? Aye. I'm fucking walking here. Ooh. Javelin.
Are you attacking?
I have a feeling that might be valuable or something. Alright. Units have returned from an errand? Okay. We will go check that. What the hecky? We got ghosts. Alright.
Understood.
Put Ramza out there. What the fuck? Where did you come from? Themiris? Where the fuck did you come from? I don't remember recruiting you. Huh?
An excellent choice.
I guess maybe we just got a choke. Oh wait, hold on before I forget. Learn abilities. What's a good one for you? Okay, we're gonna at least give her some basic magics. Probably like... those, and then we'll have her save up for the magic counter, because that would be really good.
Ready.
And then fourth one...
Leave this
yeah,
to
let's
me.
have that. And then fifth one...
Ready.
there we go.
At the ready.
Okay, so we got 2 ghost-looking guys and 3 goblins.
My turn.
Where the fuck did that chocobo come from? That's gonna bother the fuck out of me. Genuinely, where the fuck did that guy come from? Move you over here. And then... let's put a protect down. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. Protect. Do that. Alright, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Ectoplasm. I'll not be done in the same way as that Rainbow Dash figure in the jar. Alright. Actually, maybe it's a bad idea to do that. We'll have her here. And then... Oh, cool. Evasion. Alright, what if I were to do fire here? Nope, didn't think so. So that's gonna miss. Wait, you have steal something? Oh, wonderful. Actually, yes, please.
Not even close.
Still a grand total of 70 gil.
Oh, great shield. God, having a shield on the mage is wonderful. Alright, you go to this guy since I've already weakened down the first guy pretty well. And then we're gonna have you take pot shots at the guy. Actually, you can finish this ghost off.
Ready.
Alright, let's see how this works. So I don't necessarily, like, understand poison in this game, because it didn't... When I'd seen my characters get hit by it, it doesn't do, like, chip damage, like how you normally see poison do in other games. So I'm guessing it may be just a strength reduction. Guess we'll see.
Step on my journey.
Wouldn't shock me if it was just strength reduction, though, because if I remember right, part of poison's deal is that it's a debuff on top of being damage, how it's been recontextualized. Oh, no, it does do chip damage. All right, I ate my words. Big damage. Also, ad break in 5 minutes. Heads up. Really? It's been almost half an hour already. God damn, that's fast. And then I want to do fire on these guys.
My turn.
Do a tackle, but that's fine. Okay, it's just straight damage. I didn't know if Ectoplasm did anything different. But it doesn't. Good to know. I'm gonna need to give this guy some night skills. Alright, and then she can end this guy off, which gives her a level up, I think. Yes! Yeah, Roms is going to be in a bit of a long haul to get up to level 4. Alright, so what does the completion of this errand do for me?
Make it want to earn some gil.
Report ready.
You've some news from an errand. No doubt. Right then. Tell us how it went.
Alright, how did it go?
The task was a success so great, none of us had thought it possible.
Bacchus Winery's most popular product is Bacchus Liqueur, an incredibly sweet drink made from Bacchus seeds. This fragrant cargo was apparently the reason for the attacks on the company's wains. What was thought to be the work of bandits was actually that of monsters drawn to the sweet aroma. We soon vanquished the creatures, ensuring that Evilicians could again partake of Bacchus's blessing.
Never for a moment did we doubt ourselves. Can you say the same?
I'd consider that a job well done.
That's a lot of job experience you can earn. Holy shit.
Anything else? Of course.
All right, so yeah, there's also been peasant revolts because Goltana, who is the opposing faction to Duke Larg, has got some severe inequality problems going on because he's taking all of his soldiers out into the field and then supplying them, but leaving his homestead to the people in the homesteads of his provinces to starve, which is causing revolts, which means he has to pull back the soldiers to then subjugate the riots, which is then people that are not on the front lines fighting Duke Larg's forces in this stalemate. It's fucked up and a little grossly telling. So Princess Ovelia kidnapped. Princess Ovelia has been kidnapped from Orbon Monastery. Witnesses claim the knights responsible bore the crest of the Black Lion, leading many to conclude that it was the work of Duke Goltana's Order of the Southern Sky. The Duke, however, denies involvement and is dispatching a search party in an effort to prove his innocence. Given the unrest within his borders, it seems doubtful he will be able to spare many men for the
Will
effort.
that be all? Not a lot happening. Anything that thanks.
All right. So we earned a little bit of money from that.
Looking for aught in particular?
We actually, no, that's a good amount of money we earned from that. All right, I want to test some things. First, Ramza should really get a new skill in thieving, at least. And I want to buy some more equipment to use for my units. Status, job, thief. Why was I was saving up his... Honestly, stealing experience is pretty good. Pilfer's points, that'd be pretty good. You know, I'll pontificate on this over the ad break, so take these next 3 minutes of ads happening to get hydrated, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and then I'll decide on what we've picked for Ramza. So BRB, everybody. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. All right, so after thinking on it a little bit, I'm going to hold off, actually. Because what tends to be the most costly thing that we could steal? A weapon. So, and plus also that could really reduce damage in the long run, so I'm gonna hold off on this. Actually, wait, if we have another thief in the party, how many job points do you have? 194? Maybe she could be full thief. Yeah, let's, you know what? Yeah. In that case, Ramza, why don't I just go ahead and... That'd actually be really handy. Because that way I don't have to... But I can only equip one of these at a time. Alright, well, we'll hold off for now, I guess. I do want him on there, though, because I want him to gain some experience to get up to level 4. You all. You, so you can get more mage levels. You're really close, so you... What is your... Thamiris, where the fuck did you come from? I don't remember adding you. What happened?
I am committed.
And yeah, what did you do again? Oh, right. Oh! Orator. That's what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Oh, level 3 of Mystic gets you to that. Okay. What's your deal? A warrior skilled in the art of rhetoric. The job commands speechcraft, allows the orator to influence the behavior of enemies and allies through the power of spoken words. That is a bizarre idea for a class. Entice. Persuade a distant foe to become an ally. At the end of battle, that unit will officially join your party. Oh. Oh my god. Persuade the listener to wait before acting. Jesus Christ! Praises the listener's feats and strengths. Increases the bravery of a distant unit. Reduces bravery. Increases faith. Decreases faith. Wait, why is this one called Enlighten? Assails the cold logic and secular doctrine undermining belief. Reduces faith of it. Why is that called Enlighten? Wouldn't that be diminish? Wouldn't preach then become diminished? Or condemn? No, this is condemn. Huh. Alright, well, what's condemn? Convinces the listener that their demise is soon at hand. Inflicts doom. Okay, defraud. Tricks the listener into investing their hard-won coin. Obtained gil from a distant foe. Insult. Infuriates with foul invectives. I've never heard of that word. Invectives. Inflicts berserk. Mimic Darlavon. What? Imitates the dull tales of a famed professor to induce slumber. Oh, so literally bore them to sleep. Earplugs. Greatly increases the likelihood of avoiding the effects of speechcraft. Oh, this is the gun class. Huh. Well, we don't have any pistols. Allows the use of speechcraft against creatures if not an orator. Even if not an orator. Ooh. Okay, this is an interesting class. That feels like such a weirdly hyper-specific kind of class. And the progression of this thing so this basically is like the summation of everything, whatever this class is. And then level 5 of this and level 5 of Summoner gets whatever the fuck this middle person is. Well, now I know. I'm gonna hold on. What have you got left for Umbra? Empowerment. Manipulate the balance of... Yes. Absorb MP. Fuck yeah. That's too good. Quiescence. Manipulates the faculties of temporarily rob speech. Next skill I get for him is Mana Front, because if this guy's gonna be a spellcaster, that's pretty damn valuable. Also, sorry for yawning, that was a big yawn. Do you have any... How many skill points have you got to learn? Jump 1, that'd be pretty handy. Yes, equip a shield. That way... What shield do you recommend? Round shield? Yeah. And you know what? You can have the poison rod. I'm gonna test something. Alright, so that's that guy. I guess... Yeah, we'll have him on. Why not? Actually, no. Hold on. This guy needs to...
Let's go.
I need to figure what I'm doing with this guy out. Because, let's see, you're a squire. What do I feel like making you into? Median bravery and faith. You seem to have more of an inclination towards knight and archer. Maybe I can make you into whatever this job is. Which means I think the fast track to that would be we start you off as a knight, and then... Well, actually, no. No, we do need another archer. Yeah. Change you to archer.
A good choice.
And then from there... have you learn that, and we'll get you up to the thief levels, and then we'll level your knight and monk and geomancer stuff. Alright, I think that's fine.
To battle.
What is with this chocobo? Where the fuck did this purple chocobo come from? I really do not remember where we got him from. What happened?
For victory.
Oh, so something else I did recently. I had started another audiobook after I finished Our Vicious Oaths, and if there's anything that I can say as far as my review of Our Vicious Oaths, it's got cool world building. It's got cool world building and a pretty neat system regarding its like governance and everything.
Ready.
But it is far and away, and I mean this with like, you know, no shame in any capacity, one of the horniest fucking books I've ever listened to. And I've listened to Fourth Wing. It is about as horny as Fourth Wing. I mean it. It is unabashedly horny. I don't know what else I could ever describe it as. Like, sections of that book were just straight up like, oh my god, what am I, like, holy shit. I've not really experienced hearing a book be just that down bad. Which, you know, you get what you listen to. I just didn't, like... Okay, so Our Vicious Oath was recommended, was a recommendation from an indie bookstore that I like to frequent, and this indie bookstore happens to have staff-written reviews of the books they have on their shelves, like for some of their more popular titles. And I really enjoyed that system. I like that system that they've got. And one of the books that was recommended was Our Vicious Oaths, and I saw it on the shelf, and I'd been curious about it for a while, and then it was described as, like, in the review, it was described as one of the most, like, the most out there romanticities, or, like, one of the most, like, prominent romanticities that you'll listen to or read. And I was like, okay, I mean, sure, I like a good romance when it's well done. And yes, the romance is well done, but holy shit, as I said, the most down bad book I've ever listened to. Like, parts of me were listening to this, I was listening to parts of this where I was just going like, oh my god. So, yeah, I did that, and then I started another book called Legendborn, and I've heard some really good things about Legendborn. In particular, I just heard that it's a really good novel for young adult readers, and just generally a really good book, period. And from the bits that I'm listening to, yeah, I can attest to say that it is quite good so far. Legendborn is about a girl named Bree, whose mom had died at like the start of the book, and she's going into like a sort of college program with one of her friends, and is just kind of experiencing still her, like she's still processing the grief of losing her mom as a teenager. And I did not mean to cast Cure. Why did I cast Cure? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Why did I do that? I meant to cast Fire. Well. Oops. Anyhow, so the inciting incident in the book is this instance where she's at like a college party where people are like swimming in a quarry, which isn't safe by the by. I think quarries have bad water or something due to all the mineral deposits that are in there. And Unless, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, who knows. Please correct me, but I believe, like, because quarries are used to harvest so much, like, different types of minerals, that the water in those quarries tends to not be very good for you to swim in. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, so she goes to this party because she wants to kind of live a little bit, maybe also, like, find herself in just a different environment to where people are not constantly pitying her and being like, oh, we don't know, like, I know how you feel, or oh, I can't imagine how you feel. Just, she's really tired of the same old kind of statement, the same old blanket statements of grief that tend to happen around people that have lost someone close to them. Which is an interpretation of grief that I did not expect to hear, but yeah, she's processing a lot of feelings, and yeah, she's going through a really hard time, especially when the inciting incident involves this very mysterious teenager who shows up and seems to wield magic along with one of his, like, let me think, friends, question mark? And in the wake of all of this, she's having fights with her best friend because her best friend is just, her best friend is trying to get a good situation going with this college program idea, and
Seems I've improved.
it just has resulted in a big fight. So yeah, ensuing incident is that monsters are apparently real, and there are wizards and magic and shit, and there's like kings, wizards, and people that can pull bows and arrows and stuff out of their backs, and like all this is just kind of coming into a big feelings, like all this is not helping her while she's going through her process. So yeah, it's been good so far. It's been a good listen. And I like the narrator. She's doing a great job. In particular, I love how she does the South Carolina, or not South, the North Carolina style accent of that Appalachians area. Like, is North Carolina Appalachian? Hold on. No, it's not. Great Smoky Mountains into northern Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and West Virginia in the center. Okay. No, North Carolina is not. Or is it? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, no, there are parts of the Appalachians are near North Carolina. Point is, I like the narration style that the narrator is doing. She's doing a very good job, and I like a lot of the ways that it portrays. I like a lot of the different kind of accents portrayed. That's why I like listening to audiobooks, because it's like, ooh, accents. That's fun work. Creature eggs. Once a creature has joined your party, either through entice or tame, and after a certain amount of time has passed on the world, you may find that the creature has laid an egg. Upon hatching, a creature will emerge from the egg, becoming an ally that can be used in battle immediately. Oh, our chocobo laid an egg. Oh.
Preparations? Our
That-
lives are as fleeting as a dream. What a somber thought.
I did not mean to do that.
Is there something you require?
I require you to have better
course.
equipment. Okay. Let's see, how much experience? You need like 209? Okay. Alright, well, we've ground enough, I think. Well, I hope we did. Doesn't hurt to keep getting experience, though. I want Lad to be out.
Understood.
Yep, and there's another chocobo. How did this one hatch at level 13 and this one's at level 8? It's really weird. That's very bizarre. Okay.
I am ready.
It's time. Understood.
Next time that there's an errand as well, I'm going to definitely send some more units out. Because that's a lot, like 136 is a lot of job experience to give, and they probably get higher as you get later in the game. Alright, cool, you can reach.
Senses keen.
I'm ready.
And then you're gonna go here.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna have them come to me, actually. You haven't learned any arts of war. How much job? Okay, only 294. That would explain why. Big damage. Holy shit. Critical fucking hit. Alright. I want to use... I want to see how this move works. But first, we'll use a cure on this guy, why not?
My turn.
Do that. There we go. So yeah, that's been one of the big things I did lately, is just started a new book, and so far it's been good. Otherwise, it's been a lot of the same, just working and still trying to manage making my food for the week and everything. Like, I'm trying to figure out what to do with a bunch of egg noodles that I've got in my pantry, and I saw a recipe idea that would work where it's like an egg noodle bake where you use mozzarella cheese, shredded chicken, and broccoli. So I think I may do that, which kind of makes it more like a casserole, but hey, if it gets broccoli in my system and tastes good, I don't really care. Like, it's gonna end up in my belly. So I'm gonna make probably an Aldi trip at some point to get that done. I tell you, going to Aldi has been one of the best ideas for grocery shopping that I've been able to find, because, like, holy shit, the deals you get on Aldi are fucking wonderful. I've talked about it before, but truly you can get some pretty decent stuff for pretty good prices at an Aldi. In particular, I really like that they tend to have some of their own original things where you can essentially, like, go and try some of their original things that are in their selects. where, you know, they can tend to find products that are close to or exactly like the brand that you usually get. If not that, then there's also like some decent stuff they have that's like brands they work with that are like not the lesser known, or not the lesser, they're like lesser known versions of the top brands. Like something that I discovered they have is like these drinkable yogurts, because, you know, as somebody that has gotten up on their yogurt game, if I might,
Welcome, or catch your eye.
which sounds really weird, but trust me, yogurt's pretty fucking good.
Or that be high away.
I like to have it with granola and or fruit to, you know, get some extra protein and some fiber. And I discovered they have these drinkable yogurt bottles that are like, they're, I don't know how to describe the dimensions of them, but they're not small. They're like just enough as like a little pick-me-up, you know, if you want like a sweet drink or something that also gives a bit of nutrients. And they're like $1.67 or so per bottle. So I got me a few of those, and they're genuine because guess what? There's actually some pieces of berries and bananas in them.
Anyone catch your eye?
All right. Thora.
So, you'll hire this cell. You'll do well together. You have another task for me?
I'm
Certainly.
gonna rename Thora to Lilith. Because I told myself that I'd have her in my game. There we go.
Very well. I dare say I'll hear the boss.
Is there all?
Actually,
Change your
no.
name, eh?
Hold on. We'll see if we can fit the full name. Can we fit the full name? Lilith Vanille. There we
Very
go.
well. You have another task for me?
And then,
Whose name would you like to change? Let me know if anyone catch your eye.
let's see. For Combo, if Combo wants to be a bard, maybe a squire. I think it'll also depend on... I'm not really going to pay too deep of attention to the zodiac sign stuff because I feel like as neat as the rock, paper, scissors style system they have there is, I feel like that's just a bit too, like, out of left field, and it feels like it doesn't have that much bearing on the gameplay, maybe. Don't know if that's a consensus that's held by the fan base of this game, but I don't know, maybe I could be wrong.
So, you'll do well together. You have another task for me. Whose name would you like to change?
And then I'm gonna change him's names to Combo.
A fine choice of name. Let me know if you need all else. Your pet.
There we go. And
Oi, oi.
for jobs, I'm not seeing anything that relates to Bard. Maybe what this one could be. I don't know. I may have to ask Combo what he thinks. Alright, Lilith,
Very
though. Since she likes to... I don't know what she plays in Final Fantasy XIV. I think... You know what? I'm gonna DM her that question now. Alright, I should hear from her momentarily, because I would like to know what she'd like to be. Because that's something, if I ever have that option to maybe make my friends into characters in a game I'm playing, I'd take the opportunity because I think it's fun. So, yeah. So we have Combo and Lilith down here, so I'll figure out what I want to make them for future times, and I'm gonna have to grind them up because they start off at level 1, so it's gonna be a while before I can actually get anything rolling on that.
Welcome. After all,
For
in
outfitting,
particular, may I
got
be
plenty of
I
Phoenix
await
Downs, I
your
think.
next visit?
and oh right, I wanted to buy more like full-on weapons from Egros because I wanted to like keep them in case something really good comes up for a job. I'll laugh if she pops in here and then it goes like, show me the jobs. Okay, Ramza, you're at 143. Fuck it, steal experience. May as well. And then... Time Mage has gotten plenty of action. I want to get our Mystic up to snuff on this. And you know what? Let's add combo, and we will also add Lilith,
Leave it to me.
just to get them a little experience. And then Lad the Archer. That should work.
It's time.
Okay, she wants either cleric or dancer. Okay, so probably either white mage. I don't know if dance is a class in here. Alright, I'll let her know. There we go. Yeah. Once I'm done with stream tonight, I'll let her know what options I've got for her, because I want her to have the choice. Because it is her in the game.
An opening.
But for now, what I need for her and combo to be is getting more experience and getting a little stronger. I wanna... Well, Umbra... No, just on the one. That's fine. I'm gonna move you here. And you go here. Blinded.
It's time.
Can she throw rocks? Dang it, Lilith can't throw rocks. All right. Yeah, I just let her know, like, I'm streaming, that's why I asked you the question. All right, combo, how do you do? Oh, man. You really feel that level gap. You know, stuff like this makes me kind of wonder, like... Wait. Oh, chat, wait, hold on. I just had a fucking cursed idea. Now, bear with me. Chat, how would you feel about the idea of like Final Fantasy Tactics Nuzlocke,
Let's go.
where party member dies, they die fully. Like you have to, like if you don't res them by the end of the fight, yes, they are permanently dead. But you have to like start a new unit over from scratch and name them yourselves. You don't go by the default name of like what the game gives you. Oh, that'd be ooh, wait, hold on. I feel like that'd be a very fun idea for a challenge. Probably not something I would do for a stream because that would be way too long and potentially arduous. That would require a lot of off-screen grind in itself. Oh, there goes Lilith. Thankfully, I've got Revive. Or Raise, rather. And he doesn't have any skills. I need to kill this Chocobo. I missed the Revivify. Wow. Well. I think bringing 2 low-level units here was a really bad idea. Yeah, bringing 2 low-level units on here was a really bad idea. Gonna be completely honest with you. Like, okay, so here's a tip for anybody that wants to ever raise like low-level units to a party that might be higher leveled. Only ever bring 1 with the rest of the low-level party, because then, you know, they can at least pull some of their weight without being dragged down. So let's have this, and then to increase their mobility, we'll put one of the Chocobos here too. Which put combo with the Chocobo, so that he can get more mobility around. And then
I am committed.
our Mystic, and then Ramza, and then one of our archers.
Understood.
Let's do that.
At the ready.
Okay, we will not make that mistake again. Do that. Is there still a Chocobo on the... Yeah, of course there is. You go up here.
My turn.
Oh, cool, evasion. Wonderful. All right. Well, I want to group these two cat enemies together so that I can blind them both. But let's just do this.
Only one thing for it.
Oh, a miss. Cool. Oh, it stings. Okay, but this is fine, though, because we can get the blindness on both of them. Oh, no. Alright, figured that would happen. Okay, so the chocobo doesn't go down either. Okay, that's actually really good to know. Do you have items? You do. Wait, but do you have Phoenix Downs? You don't. Okay. Ramza's got Revival, so... Or Raise, rather. So we can do that. There we go. Damn it. Okay, abilities. Revive. The fuck? Why can I not? Is it only directly? Oh. Oh. Oh, it's for only units that are directly in front of him. Okay, I did not know that. I was not privy to that detail. Okay, well, I guess we'll hold off on that. Pummel. Of course he evades. You know, I'm ashamed to admit that I thought that Chocobo was an enemy at first. I forgot that I had that one on my team. And now he's dead.
I must concentrate. For justice, my soul burns. With fury, my fists roar. Pummel!
Imagine if he said all that cool shit and then immediately missed. Imagine. And of course goes after Combo again. Oh, poor Combo. Cannot catch a break.
Come on.
You know, chat, maybe it's a bad idea that I add new units like this. Because without any kind of, like, dedicated, Alright. Because without any kind of dedicated, spot for grinding lower level units, there is basically little to no chance on, like, me being able to grind up to get our people up to snuff. Because we're dealing with like level 15 units and already we've got one Chocobo dead. So I guess this is probably where the errands thing will happen to work out. There goes Ramza. There doesn't go Ramza.
I cannot fail. Justice, my...
Well, unfortunately, that's a dead chocobo. Oh well. Yeah, it just did not work out well.
I must concentrate.
Well, hate to do it, but yeah, that's not good.
Good day to you. Want to earn some gil?
Finder's fee, days 8 to 11. All right, Miner's Tale. There were some good times back during the gold rush. Mount Ouroboros was alive with prospectors, each with a dream of striking it rich. But that's all over. I wonder what the old mountain's like now.
Who'd you have in
Yeah.
mind?
We're gonna send Lilith, and just so that we don't lose her, we're going to also send Alicia and
How many days
Ken.
will you allow for this work?
Go with 10.
Anyone you send on an errand won't be available to fight till they... Understood.
Let's do that, and then objects of undetermined origin have been washing up on the shore. Please investigate this matter as the townspeople
Who's
have
going?
begun to grow uneasy. Send combo.
How long will you permit for this? Anyone you send on an errand won't be... I'll see to the...
There. One of the Virgos are confident in command of the magic arts, then put your money where your magic is and enter the Garland magical melee.
Who'd you have in mind?
Who do we... I think
Thanks.
I've sent enough people. Alright. We've bumbled around plenty, I think. He says as he immediately sees another fight. Sure. Okay, so now that we know that, hey, maybe not a good idea to have level 1 units in the fights like this, I'm guessing that is where the errand system comes into play, where you just send your people out and then you have them... go and earn experience through doing jobs like that, which has them fast track to levels.
Understood.
And then maybe level this chocobo up. Why not? And then
Lead the way. You can rely on me.
yeah, you need more
It's
job
time.
points, I think. I don't know if there's a time limit for the errands that you send your units out on, so we'll have to keep that in mind. And because the chocobo can heal, we'll have you back up with them. A whole 98 gil. That can get me a Final Fantasy Costco hot dog. Actually, what would a Final Fantasy equivalent of a Costco hot dog be like? I don't know, maybe like a chocobo dog or something. Maybe a hot dog made out of... I don't know, what's a famous Final Fantasy creature that could be made into a hot dog? Although I guess that begs the question about what kind of meat is a hot dog made from to begin with, but I guess that gets into questions on, like, what's made into what, you know? So maybe it'd be best not to dwell on that idea. Actually, hold on. There we go. Chocobo Cure.
Only one thing for it.
Aim 1.
Where to?
Actually, will poison work on... Does poison work on these guys? Let's try. There we go. Oh, missed, so 1 no. There. Oh, so much for countering. Alright, Chocobo Cure. So at the very least, the Chocobos act as a good way of healing your units in the plus patterns, and they can heal themselves, which is also a plus.
I'll handle this.
I feel like it'd be a bad idea if I had,
My turn.
I feel like it'd be a really bad idea for me to use fire on the monster that explodes. Just a thought. Uh-oh. Oh, there's an oil status ailment? I mean, that'd be pretty self-explanatory. $4,200 gold. Or gil, not gold, gil. Nice. Alright, well, did that push Ramza into level 4? Not quite. Not quite. Oh, right, I was in the midst of getting some more fucking weapons here.
Welcome, by all means.
Okay, let's grab a couple of these coral swords. Freezing arrows. Ooh, wait.
Are you happy? Anything?
And then buy 2 of these Night Slayers.
Are you? Thank you.
Buy 2
you
battle
happy?
axes. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, hold on. Buy some of these, because how I typically handle buying gear in most RPGs is like, it doesn't hurt to always buy the thing that's just under the best level of what you're supposed to be able to afford at this time, because if you do it that way, then at the very least, you know, you're not going to be hurting for defense, but you're not going to be broke for after buying like super good armor.
A warm rumors, eh? Need anything else? That's the spirit.
Okay, so there's different errands for each area. Okay.
Will that be it? Thanks.
All right, ad break in 5 minutes. Also, heads up.
Right.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, can't change yours. You're fine with that. And chocobos can't equip. How
You
about...
require
Of
something?
course.
Yes?
Yes?
Preparations?
Yeah, I figured you'd get the coral sword. Alright. Now that we've gotten all that, now let's head over here. Oh, some units returned. Okay.
Right.
Ramza, you're close, so I'm gonna put you there.
Fan calls.
For our time mage, oh, mix of human, huh? Oh. So we have a mix of human and monster enemies. Okay.
Let's go.
Onward.
Let's have you learn some more mage skills. There we go. And Ramza. Oh, and the archer needs a... Hold on, where's the archer? I want you to learn how to... Oh, fuck. You can't... Oh... I need him to learn Phoenix Downs, because if he's going to have items, then... Yeah.
A good choice.
We'll change him to that for now, so that he can get some throwable items experience. Get him to at least learn Phoenix Downs, because we have not found Ethers yet, which is kind of odd. I really hope we do find those at some point. Alright, we're pretty much as good as we're going to get here.
No turning back.
And I swear, we'll get to plot progress. It's just a lot of side stuff is distracting me, and I genuinely feel like we could have used these levels. Haste up the chocobo too. Yeah, there we go. We love to see that.
I must concentrate.
Have you loop around to here. And I'll keep the chocobo near him for healing. And that should be that. But yeah, as far as other media I've been consuming, I've not been good about catching up on my manga lately. I checked up on One Piece once in a little while ago, and so far so good as far as that's concerned. But as for anything else, I've been very negligent on that. Also, ad break's about to start soon, so we're gonna go ahead into our BRB. So 3 minutes of ads with an hour of no pre-rolls after, so hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. But yeah, so as I was saying, my manga reading has mostly been keeping up with Marriage Toxin, because those chapters have been very brief, and One Piece has been getting a tad, like, overzealous with the flashbacks. Like, it's good cutscene stuff, what we've been getting, but holy shit, like, genuinely, some of the, like, the amount of backstory that we've been getting for a lot of these characters, while nice, is,
My turn.
I don't know, it feels kind of like a long-winded sort of situation. But, you know, it is how it is. Oda wants to tell it the way he does, and just gotta fucking begrudge that shit.
Let's go.
Alright, can the potions reach her? Yes. So yeah, like, although lately I've not really been good on catching up on manga like Kagurabachi or Ichi the Witch or anything like that, it's just, I don't know. Y'all ever just have that time where you're just not really catching up on things because you're just tired all the time? That's basically where my brain is. Wow, this poor Chocobo just cannot catch a fucking break. Alright, immobilized. I will take that. There we go. Thief increase. And then you move here to stay out of the archer's range. Never fucking mind. Okay, that was a bad idea. Holy shit.
Come on.
Nice evasion.
Let me think.
Doesn't have a counter, so should be fine. Never mind. But yeah, so, I mean, that's also up to my webtoons. I have so many fucking webtoons I need to catch up on. It's not even funny. Like, there are genuinely some webtoons that I've been neglecting for so long because I've just been, like, not on the ball about reading them weekly. And I mean, that's kind of the problem in general, is that I'm trying to catch up with stuff weekly, and I just don't have the time for that anymore. Okay, he cannot use spells anymore.
My turn.
Oh, come on. Oh, God. One random encounter is all it fucking takes. Wow. One random encounter is all it can fucking take. I'm not taking that lying down. I want to do over. Oh, it's not the same units.
Of course.
Maybe I just got a bad layout there. Like, that can... I don't know how random this is, but it can probably happen where you just get really bad unit layouts.
We shall not lose. I shall do my best.
To the front. Understood.
Maybe I should have my Time Mage learn some healing magic. Like, change him to a white mage or something. Like, keep the time powers and change him to a white mage. That way he can learn some healing skills. I feel like healing skills are just a little too vital for all this. Also, I forgot to change him to a fucking chemist. I'm an idiot. Maybe I'd change him to a chemist and then send him on an errand. That might be the strat. Yeah, that may be the strat, actually. Holy shit! Okay, wait, this chocobo might be goated. Holy fuck. If I might borrow a modern term.
Now is the time.
Let's try that. And then... yeah, I'm getting humbled pretty easily in this game because some of the units that I'm fighting, I can do decent damage on some, but like, there's some bad catch-up that I need to make in order to get things done. Hell, even some monster compositions have been kicking my ass, even if, like, it just takes one unit or one miss, you know? Did I just get lucky with this chocobo? Why are you so strong? The fuck?
I'll handle this.
Do another fire over there. There we go. Archer level up. Okay, yeah, this chocobo might be one to use a whole lot. Holy shit, that's a strong chocobo.
For victory.
Now, what if... wait, is it like 1 health shy? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Magic Pixel? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely the greatest contributor. Jesus Christ, that's a strong chocobo. Okay, so I think I'm going to follow through on that idea. Where are you? Guston, I am going to change you to a white mage. And you're going to start off with a raise and a cure.
What's the plan?
Because then, with the job progression that we've got here, I got him up to Black Mage for level 3. So if I have him learn White Mage skills, and then we get 2 more levels in Black Mage, get him to Mystic, I can get him to whatever this is. Yeah, I don't have anything that I can use for Time Mage for him. But what I will do is give him his Time Mage skills. So we have Time Mage with that. And then Lad, I'm changing you to a Chemist.
Not bad.
And what have you learned through that? That's actually pretty nice, but... Oh, right, because you gathered some of these skills from enemies you've killed, or at least gathered abilities from. Honestly, a Chemist with Black Mage skills would be kind of funny to see. I'm a healer, but... no, but I want you to do that, sure. And then we have another egg. How many of these fucking chocobos am I going to have eggs of? All right, now that you are that... Okay, Dragoon. Okay. Yeah. Figured that'd be it. Honestly, fitting. A warrior who is skilled in the polearm. The job command jump allows the Dragoon to use soaring jumps to avoid being targeted before diving down to strike the enemy. Let's learn that.
Let's try it.
Starts with that. What are the skills you can learn right now? Range of 2 tiles. Okay. Grants jump vertical range. Abilities do not stack. The only one with the highest values applied. Okay. So it's all jump. Upon receiving a physical attack, grants re-raise to the unit. Oh. Equip polearms no matter the job. Ignore elevation. I'm going to give him at least one of those skills. Yeah, Ramza with a Dragoon.
Was there something?
That fits well for him, I think. And plus, I like Dragoons. Dragoons are cool. Get 2 levels of that and see whatever this job is. Alright,
Yes?
and I wanted to make you a geologist. Or a geomancer, didn't I? Yeah, you're like 1 level away from being that. Oh wait, hold on, let me see the female geomancer design. Oh, I can't see it? Damn it. Or the femme geomancer, or femme dragoon, rather. Pardon me.
Do you want something?
Alright, I think...
What do you need?
You need me?
we are about as set as we can
Yes.
be, I think.
How might I help?
Could be more set, but... I think we'll be okay, he says before, like, famous final words. Yeah. No, I did not mean to... No. I meant to go here to check on the errands that we sent units on.
Welcome. That's the spirit.
Alright,
An
Miner's
errand's over
Tale.
and done with. Right then.
Despite many difficulties, we did all that was expected of us, and more besides.
A gold rush some years ago led to the establishment of several towns at the foot of Mount Oribos, and for a time the mountains crawled with prospectors. However, the amount of gold soon dwindled. The miners up and left, and the settlements became naught more than ghost towns. With few clues to go on, we made a brief stop at one of the mines and recovered a measly amount of gold. All that remains of the miners' dreams are the tears of the old man in the tavern who told us this tale.
I, for one, learned a great deal over the course of the endeavor. Here's to personal growth.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Alright, it's good job
An
experience.
errand's
Alright,
been completed.
how did Combo's
Right then.
team do?
Tell us how it went.
We completed the task with marvellous success. A satisfying achievement, to be sure.
We investigated the mysterious items washing up on the shore near the city of Garleand. For the most part, we found refuse that had merely been carried by the currents, and the Merchant Council official who joined us stated that it posed no danger. However, in amongst the garbage, we found a small bottle containing a scrap of paper with writing on it. When the official read the message, he became suddenly flustered, but would not reveal its meaning. He quickly paid us a large sum of coin and left. The truth of that missive may never be known, but from what we did see of it, the note appeared to be a plea of sorts.
You have
Oh.
our gratitude for allowing us this opportunity. Mayhap when the next one arrives, you will call upon us again.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Big compensation.
Who'd you have in mind?
Garleand magic melee. Who's my most adept magic user? Probably Florence. But she's also my best healer. Well, hold on.
Will that be all? Thank you.
Let's see.
Do
You
want
have
something?
time magics and white magics.
By all means.
I already got rays from him. Another egg? Jesus Christ, these things are spawning like crazy. And I can't send them on errands because who sends a chocobo on an errand?
Warriors Guild, your patron.
Your patronage.
Welcome. That's the who's going?
All right. Send Florins. Oh, I'd have to send all my magic users.
Will that be all? Thank you.
I don't know if I want to do that. All right, you earned some good job experience, and so did you.
What is it?
So, oh, the chemist cap on is so cute. I love the femme design for the chemist. It's adorable. Lilith said she would let me know. Combo said a bard, but I don't think there's a bard in this game.
Aye.
So, what do I make you, bard? What do I make you in lieu of a bard? Because closest to a bard is maybe an orator who just debuffs with words. So then I need you to go white mage into mystic into orator. So chemist to start for combo then.
I could get used to this.
And then you're gonna learn throw stones and salve, so you're not using up a bunch of items constantly. And then fundamentals.
Aye.
Learn to throw potions and Phoenix Downs. And you'll learn Treasure Hunter later. And Lilith, I'm going to keep you as a knight for now. Oh, excuse me, how's my neck?
You cool?
You need me?
You're close to Geomancer. So maybe I make Petronilla one of this mystery job that's next to the archer class. Actually, wasn't I doing that for Alicia?
What is it?
Let me see. Or maybe I wasn't. I don't remember. Maybe I was, because then I need to change her to monk. God, there's a lot to juggle around on this. There's a lot of jobs that leads into itself. It is nice to have that chart, though. That's very handy. Which one was this again? Tavern,
That's the
errands, Mount Gulg Motherlode. There's more than lava. There's more than lava lies sleeping in the Mount Gulg. That should be more than lava. That theirs does not need to be there. More than lava lies sleeping in Mount Gulg. I've it on good authority the volcano hides a rich vein of gold. though few enough would dare prospect it. For even if the mountain sleeps, the perils of its monster-infested slopes abound. For even if the mountain sleeps, the perils of its monster-infested slopes abound. Have you the courage to take a chance and strike it rich?
Who's going?
Want Combo to go so we can gain more job experience. And...
How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone you... Very well.
let's do that.
Will that be all? Thanks.
Alright. I think... Let's check the merchant city to see what jobs or errands they may have. And then after that, I think we'll be going for the story, because we've been bumbling around a lot.
Update you. You're interested then?
Okay, no, it's just that one. So, that one for the magics, yeah. Alright. Maybe check this one out, too. I've had enough random encounters, I think. Especially these later ones. They seem to be kicking my ass a lot. Oh, the Hindenburg. A request has come in to raise a sunken ship. It seemed trains... Okay. Professional Salvagers Guild service due dear. They're looking for someone to do it in the cheap.
How many days will you allow for this work?
Okay, I don't have to send 3 completely. Send them for 11 days.
Understood. Anything else I can help? Come back soon.
I think that's good. Alright. Ivalice Tor. It's our next story mission. Or in-between story mission. Alright. I want Gaston on here. I'd like Lavian on here. And... Holy shit, I have so many chocobos. Why do I have so many chocobos? And Iran.
Forward.
Ooh, it's music.
You there. We've no quarrel with you. Leastwise not yet. Our quarrel lies with the machinist. Hand him over and be on your way.
Okay, so Ludovic is the person that's going after our machinist friend who has something that's really valuable, like a type of mineral that's really, really valuable.
Our way is his. If you wish no quarrel, I advise you withdraw. Your blood need not be spilled this day. And when you next see Ludovic,
Yeah.
Remind him that those who live by deceit are the first to die by it.
Also tell him his name sounds like lutefisk, which is a really disgusting fish dish.
Pity. I thought our offer more than generous. You leave us no choice then.
Okay, actually, yeah, that is a real dish, by the way. It's lutefisk. That's how you pronounce it. So lutefisk is like dried whitefish that's aged and put in some kind of like dish. All I remember about lutefisk is that it's the dish that Bobby Hill ate and then proceeded to stink up a bathroom with. That's literally all I remember.
What to do?
Alright, I'm gonna haste our guest unit. Got my monk in there too. And I missed both. Awesome. Wonderful.
What to do?
see if... I doubt it'll work. Damn it.
With this new power.
But you... But... Diamond? Oh no. Wow, they really hate our machinist. Wow, they're like, yes, this guy.
Right then.
Hey, man. Should probably heal both of you guys. Let's heal you up.
Onward.
There we go. Heal you up. Actually, how good is Pummel now versus 50 and 56? Okay.
I'm ready.
Try blinding both of them. I'm sorry, did he... You can parry a blindness spell. All right. Cool. Peachy. All right, well, I'm taking the summoners out first.
Here I go.
Oh, God. Which one's hitting me this time? Ramza? Oh, God. Oh, that really hurts. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Yes, please raise Ramza. Jesus Christ!
The journey is never
Onward.
ending.
Maybe I should get her some more monk skills. Like, getting Pummel on her would be a really good idea, I think. Okay. There, and raise on my Mystic. There we go.
We can win this.
And then I'm going to move you closer to Ramza so that we can heal 3 people in one go. Actually, no. Take out the summoner first.
Is this...
Motherfucker. Jesus Christ, you've got insane range, dude.
It's too soon to give up.
I mean, at least it's job XP. That's the silver lining on this. Yeah, these units kind of jumped a bit. Like, I don't remember being... I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't preparing properly. Who knows? Nah, just HP and MP. Pairing blindness is such a ridiculous idea. How the fuck does that work? Genuinely, how does that work? Like, it missing would be fine, but that is so fucking funny to me in like the weirdest way.
No turning back. My chance!
Alright, I want to see, what does jump look like? Okay, it's a delayed turn attack. Good to know. How deflating would it be if I bonked him? Now let's do this. I want to see Ramsey get the kill with this. And still gets the... Well.
Well.
I mean, silver lining of this is that at least nobody died. I'm just kind of living by my guest characters' grace right now. Actually, wait, hold on. There's a character that's gonna turn into an item or something there, so let's hold off on that. Same with these guys.
Here I go.
Cast Protect. And of course it misses. Like, the miss chance on this is ridiculous. It, honest to God, is. Missing on buffing skills is so mean. Ooh, Mithril Helm. That's actually really handy.
Come then. Now is the time.
Ooh, yes, please. That's actually really good. That's really handy. Really good ability. Because now she can use antidotes as part of her item skills. Which she already has, I believe. Get shield parried, nerd.
Why does Ludovic pursue you and hold your father captive? Will you not tell us even now?
Pray understand. I cannot tell you. Not yet.
Please understand. I can't let the secrets of my father's PC rig be unveiled to the world. He's able to play Devil May Cry 5 at 300 frames per second. At 16K vision. That's not possible. How is that possible? You can choose not to believe me. It doesn't matter. We machinists are perfect in the have to be perfect in the way that we complete our PC rigs.
Our little mockingbird is taken wing, Efgarian, and it leaves me wroth. She must be returned to her cage. But of Lady Agrias and the others, we have no need. Silence them where they are found.
And Ramza?
The fool. He soils our name. Dogs my every move. I thought this a chance to let him learn the harsh truths of the world. but the boy is too stubborn.
Too much of his father's penchant for justice, that one.
Father coddled the boy too much. If he stands aside, more the better. Should he interfere, there's naught can be done.
And you, his brother. The blood curdles. If the Cardinal moves to defend the Mockingbird, what then? Duke Larg himself could not reach them in umbrage of the Church's wing.
Worry not. That potentiality has been addressed.
Ever 3 steps ahead. You are a frightening man, Dystog Beowulf.
Truly. Would it not be prudent, then, to better guard your tongue? There are so many frightening ways to silence a bothersome one.
Come now, my lord. I am your ever-faithful man, and not near so stubborn as a particular knight devout, if I might be so bold.
Be bold, but let there be no more missteps.
On the matter of missteps, what buffoon did you charge with the princess's kidnapping? We were besetting daughter as we gave chase. Not quite how we discussed, I'm sure you'd agree. At first, I thought them mayhap the Black Lion's paws, but it would seem not. I would guess your kidnappers were wooed away by better coin. But whose hand it came from, I couldn't say.
The men I sent were found dead in the woods near the monastery. Someone has indeed caught wind of it. Seems intent on disrupting it.
So there were going to be Black Lion, Order of the South Sky people to take the princess, but they were killed by Delita and his crew. Because Delita caught wind and he's working for someone else. Oh.
No matter. As long as Ovelia remains with Lady Agrias, we will have chance enough to steal back our prize.
I pray you're right. For both our sakes.
Wow. So Dystog really is just an asshole. Alright. Lionel Castle.
Yes?
We have a whole chronicle here, too. Ooh, we have a whole section for the errands we've done. Okay.
A deeper understanding may lead to fresh discoveries.
So, we don't know how long it's been since the events of the start of the game when we were with Ramza during his initial time. So that was him in the past, this is him in the present. A member of a sellsword company led by Gafgarian, disillusioned by the tragedy at Zeikden, he left the Order of the Northern Sky to become a mercenary. Though born in Igros, he has severed ties with House Beowulf and taken his mother's family name. Of his newfound comrades, none but Gafgarian know of his noble roots. He continues to charge headlong into battle in hopes of finding a cause worth fighting for. And there's Delita. Chose to align himself with the Order of the Southern Sky is a mystery. So yeah, she was adopted by King Ondoria, even though, like, I might have misunderstood, but she was like his sister that got adopted in as a daughter, which is odd, or like a sister of someone else. Oh, okay, wait, no, I'm wrong. One of the proposed heirs to succeed the Ivalician throne. Ovelia was adopted by the late King Ondaria III after he lost his second son, but is actually the true-born daughter to the former monarch Dinamda IV, and half-sister to half-sister. That, still weird. Half-sister adopted as daughter. What a very weird little turn there. Soon after entering Atkashka royal family, the Akashka royal family, a third son, Prince Arenas, was born to Queen Luveria, and Ovelia was hastily entrusted to Duke Larg. Henceforth, she lived sequestered in Orbon Monastery. The youngest of the 4 Beowulf children, Alma is Ramza's full sister, and is possessed of a bright and cheerful demeanor that charms all those around her. Although she has spent most of her life at Orborn Monastery, she has recently returned to the family home to attend to Igros Preparatory Academy. Like her brothers, she was born to a different mother than the elder Beowulf siblings, Dystog and Zalbag. because of their similar circumstances, a closeness in closeness in age, she shares a stronger bond with Ramza than with her elder half-brothers. Alma has begun to question the motives of her two eldest brothers after losing Titra and Delita in the tragedy at Zeikden Fortress. And young machinist who works in the mines of Goj. The jovial Mustadio is the son of Besrudio. That's an odd name. Besrudio Bonanza. God, these names. A brilliant machinist famed for the creation of mechanical weaponry. Mustadio himself has mastered the use of the pistol, a device that can fire metal projectiles at high speeds when packed with explosive powder. Though Goj is under the purview of Lionel, the city is independently governed. The ruling council is responsible for administrational matters, and it operates a free market economy in the city, which helped maintain an advanced and thriving manufacturing industry. The citizens prize their freedom greatly, none more so than Mustadio. A noble, fierce female knight. Okay. And then Dicedarg. So, tactician, oldest brother, and yeah. Commands the Northern Sky along with his brother. "50 years, yeah. Yeah, so Orinus is like the figure of interest for both Larg and Goltana. And Ovelia is also as a contested member of the royal family, so she's being seen as a bit of an inconvenience as part of this. And this is Goltana. Descended from the king, descended from King Denamda II, the monarch responsible for 50 Years' War. He now finds himself caught in a continuing political struggle with Duke Larg over the custodianship of Prince Orinus. Not Ornius. There's Gafgarian. So, sellsword captain who's served as a division commander in the Eastern Sky. Okay. Yeah, and then there's Wheatgraph. Wait, Wheatgraph is still... Right, he's still around. Corpse Brigade served as a leader of the Dead Men, a company of volunteer soldiers assembled from the peasantry. Although they fought valiantly with purpose, they were no longer needed after Ivalice's defeat, and at war's end were similarly discharged without compensation. Yeah. Not been seen since the fight at the keep. There's a lot of people. And Gragoroth was one of those that was involved with the Corpse Brigade. Delacroix. We have not seen this guy yet. Was a respected theologian and knight of prominence in the 50 Years' War. Yeah, this is a lot. Ludovic. Okay, so this is the guy that's after Mustadio. Yeah. And then this was the Marquis, I believe, that Dingleberry over here was so adamant about serving. And this was the elder at the monastery, Orban. We have not met Glabados yet. No, not the leader, founder. And this was, yeah, now we're getting into older characters. Oh, this is Prince Orinus. We have not met him yet. Third son born to the late King Ondoria III and Queen Loveria. As their first two children, both also sons, died shortly after birth, Prince Ornius is heir apparent to the throne of Ivalice. As he is yet an infant, and a regent is to be appointed to govern in his stead. with Dukes Larg and Goltana vying to control this coveted position. Yeah. This is Queen Luveria, who we have not met. Okay, so that's all that. Historic building. Lionel, a fiefdom in the southern regions of Ivalice. Fiefdom in southern Ivalice. Its liege lord is Delacroix. Okay, a key region of the Holy Edoran Empire prior to its fall. It serves as the setting for many a tale of Saint Ajora's vicissitudes? Is that how you pronounce that? I think so. Vicissitudes. The fortified city of Zaland, regarded as the gateway to Lionel, holds great strategic importance. To the south lies Orgilis, the region's sole trading port, and on an island to the west in the clockwork city of Gouge. Okay, so this is like the region where Mustadio is from. Limberry, this is where Dingleberry and that one Marquis are from. The Rana Strait, the strait that separates Ivalice and the Romandan Peninsula. With its swift currents and stormy winds, this treacherous expanse of water has claimed many an ocean-faring vessel. Okay. So this is the family that rules the Ivalice. And Lion's Guard are essentially the Royal Guard. Limberry Guard help Marquis Elmdor. Confessor Marcel V. Okay, the dead men. Antithetical to the Galapagos Church. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to a holy city to essentially try to keep people off of the princess. Whew, it's a lot of...
The records here paint a vivid picture of this tumultuous era.
So, yeah, this is a very fascinating thing that I'm glad is included. So, look at all this. So, yeah, starts in Egros with, learning the Northern Sky Order. And then going to save the abducted Marquis from the Corpse Brigade. Then head to Dorder after to investigate the Corpse Brigade. And then we investigated, found them in the desert, and then freed him from the Corpse Brigade and went back. And then Ramza's brothers were like, what the fuck were you doing? And then went to the Brigade's den when orders were put forward to eradicate. And that's when we fought them. Then main force, and then a separate ways there when Dingleberry decided to be a dickhead to Delita. Or was just being a dickhead to Delita because he was just a bootlicking asshole. Like a bootlicking noble asshole. And yeah. Whereabouts unknown. So then competing for the title of regent, since they want to be the regent since the prince is an infant. The king is dead. Luveria is ruling in the stead while the prince is still being raised. Abducted the princess, attacked monastery under the banner, but not really working for Goltana because Delita killed Goltana's actual agents. And then that's when all this defection happened, and Delita decided to separate away and leave the princess in Ramza's care. Whew, it's a lot of stuff.
What did these people think? What compelled
And this is where we can view all the cutscenes over again and dialogue that we wish. Which, honestly, that is so nice. And I love that an RPG with a sprawling political plot like this actually has this kind of detail added to it. It's awesome. Love to see it.
Who are you, and what errand brings you to Lionel?
I am Agrius Oaks of the Lion's Guard. My companions and I have journeyed from Orbon Monastery seeking
Okay,
sanctuary.
no, we were heading to Lionel. Sorry, the map's a lot. Now we're sorted out.
Open your gate.
The graces of Saint Ajora are in the keeping of His Eminence here. All who seek those graces are given like treatment. The gates of Lionel stand open to them. Raise the gate!
I see, Lady Agrias.
Okay,
In
so
such
Delacroix is who we were going
circumstances
to.
as these,
Sorry.
I am fain to lend you whatever help I can.
Sorry, a lot of the details that I was reading up on and all the names and stuff getting hopped back and forth, I was confused. So yes, Delacroix is who we were talking to, or who we were supposed to go to. Lionel was it. I mistook it for a different country name because, or regent area name because there's, as I said, a lot of names happening. Also, ad break in about 5 minutes.
I shall dispatch a courier to Melond at once. I, Confessor Marcel, will have this news from my own hand. We will expose Duke Larg's misdeeds and ensure that no harm befalls you, Highness.
Your Eminence, think you the High Confessor will hear our plea?
Fear not, dear lady. The matter is in my care now. Princess Ophelia can scarce feel at ease, while those tasked with her safety are vexed with such worriment. You may enjoy the comforts of the castle, wanting though they are, while we await a reply from Melond.
You are most gracious, Eminence. Thank you.
So long as Saint Ajora is our guide, we have naught to fear, child.
So Saint Ajora was a person that was martyred as a heretic to the church at the time. And so Ajora is like a standing religion now.
As for you, my young machinist, I have given consideration to your troubles as well. Yours is not the first account to reach my ear concerning the true nature of the Bart Trading Company. In the Father's name, I shall dispatch a company of my finest to Gorg, and have Ludovic answer for his
Golg,
many
okay, not
sins.
Goj. Golg.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Conditioned upon this, I would hear the reason they choose to pursue you and your father.
That is... I mean to say, it's not...
Come, come. Mayhap this will give voice to your words.
A crystal?
You are familiar with the legend of the Zodiac Braves?
Indeed. In my youth, I often heard a fanciful tale of that name at Mass.
Lady Agrias, surely you do not aver that the church would mislead its flock?
No. No, of course not, Your Eminence.
Long ago, before the mountains had ceased their wandering and struck their roots into the earth, the demonic Lucavi held dominion over the world. Seeking to end the chaos they wrought, the God of Light bestowed a refulgent blessing upon valiant and worthy souls. 12 were these warriors of light who emerged to challenge the Lucavi. In a long and bitter struggle, they succeeded in driving their malevolent foes to the spirit world. And Ivalice again knew peace. The 12 each bore an Orosite crystal emblazoned with a house of the night sky. And so, in time, the Warriors of Light became known as the Zodiac Braves. Thereafter, whenever the Lucavi have again threatened the world of men, they have ever returned to save us.
You have clearly been a most apt pupil, my child.
I was stuck in a monastery for so many months now. It was so boring. The amount of times I had to reread that book. We couldn't even have anything like Ranger's Apprentice or something.
Elder Simon personally taught me this at Aubonne, Eminence. He also said that Saint Ajora, son of the God of Light, was himself one of the 12. Together, they saved the people of Ivalice from the tyranny of the Holy Edoran Empire, which had strayed down the path of darkness.
We call the crystals of the 12 the Zodiac Stones. That which you see before you now is a stone from that very legend.
Orosite. It exists? I did not think it
Orosite,
possible.
so yeah, he's got a piece of
Or
Orosite.
that it held the power to keep the forces of darkness at bay? The power of the God of Light? I confess, I feel some power deep within, but my eyes see only a common crystal.
Mustadio, are you well? The color has left your face.
You have seen a stone like this one beneath Gorg, have you not?
All right, well, we'll see his answer after the ad break. So 3 minutes and an hour of no pre-rolls after. So hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. All right. So he says he's seen a stone like it because he has it on him.
Machines whose fires have long since guttered out lie strewn in the tunnels beneath the city. But pass such a stone near them, and you can hear them stir.
Then that is what Ludovic Bart seeks. Your aura sight.
I do not know what power these Zodiac stones hold. I know only that Ludovic hopes to find some way to harness this power and make a fearsome weapon. My father would not give them the stone, so they took him instead.
Yours is a pure and righteous heart, my young machinist. Proud am I to count you among my subjects. Be at ease now, Mustadio Bonanza.
Bonanza,
Will
okay.
take responsibility for this matter. Our forces will strike at the villains, during which time I bid you retrieve the stone and deliver it into our safekeeping.
I don't know if I would trust, ruling class people with having powers of a supposed old warrior force that was able to defeat a supposed dark god threat, evil darkness threat.
Of course, Your Eminence.
I will go with you to Gorg.
Thank you, Ramza.
I too am grateful. We would never have succeeded in reaching His Eminence the Cardinal without you. You have done us a great service, Ramza.
I can only wish you well. Small aid, I know.
Your words are all the aid I could ever ask, Your Highness. I swear to return ere long.
And departure. Dang it. Alright, so now we gotta go save Mustadio's father. Okay, so the mining town is over in that section. I see. New stock available at Outfitters. Ooh, what kind of stock have we got? New rumors.
A warm welcome. It's just rumor, mind you.
Alright, Legend of the Zodiac Braves. Long ago, before Ivalice was united as it is today, the continent was divided into several domains. Zeltenia, Fovoham, Lionel, Limbury, Lassalia, Galleon, and Mulonde. Each clashed with the others in an endless effort to expand its own territory. The conflict continued for centuries, until a brave and ambitious young king appeared in Mulonde. This king dreamt of uniting all of Ivalice under his hand, but such feats are not with ease achieved. Turning to ancient tomes and the dark magics found within, he summoned a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding. But once unleashed, the demon could not be controlled. It slew the king and set out to destroy the world of men. 12 brave warriors were gathered to slay the demon and the foul horrors that it had summoned. They soon defeated the horrors and banished the demon back to the netherworld. These 12 warriors each carried with them a crystal engraved with a sign of the Zodiac, and so became known as the Zodiac Braves. Okay, so that's the deal. The crystals said to date from the age of myth. Each bears the mark of the sign of the Zodiac, leading them to be called the Zodiac Stones. They are thought to harbor divine power, which all allowed the Zodiac Braves to perform astonishing miracles. Their last appearance in historical records dates from the time of Saint Ajora. Since then, the Zodiac Stones are believed to have been lost. And the Bart Trading Company, a successful trading company based in the merchant city Wargilis, has garnered the favor of the populace by donating generously to the bridge and road building projects as well as to local orphanages. But not all the talk surrounding this company is favorable. Many say the true source of the trading company's wealth is of a most unsavory nature. opium smuggling, slave trading, and even murder most foul. Yeah, I think I remember that being mentioned last time that I streamed this. Fucking opium in a Final Fantasy game. What the fuck? All this would suggest that the company is not but a band of criminals, wolves in sheep's clothing, though the truth remains to be seen.
Will that be all? You're interested then?
Zeland Embassy Antiques. A number of valuables to be donated to the Zeland Embassy were lost when the ship carrying them sunk into the storm, with antique treasures among them. If you're interested, you might try raising the vessel.
Who's going?
Well, I'm gonna have to hold off on that.
Greetings.
What do you have here? This, okay, having poles here makes me think that we're gonna get a monk class at some point.
Are you happy? Thank you. Are you happy? Thank you.
Not you.
Are you happy, Benny? Are you happy? Thank
Oh my god, ethers. Oh my god, ethers. Holy shit, ethers. Oh. Oh my god, ethers. Oh, it's like seeing it's like if Nyx from Hades appeared directly in front of me. Okay. Hey man. Fuck. Okay, you don't have enough. 300. Who else has item use as part of their skill repertoire? You don't.
Yes.
You don't.
You cool?
You don't.
Aye.
You do. Can you learn? Damn it!
No problem.
You do, but you can't. How much? No. You can't.
Huh?
Can you? No. I can't really change her job, but I could change her job, send her out on an errand, and then just kind of bumble around the map. But that's an off-stream activity I can do.
What do you need?
How about you? No? Fuck. And the chocobos cannot.
Of course. I'm good with firearms, even if I do say so myself. With an aimed shot, I can stop foes dead in their tracks.
Yeah. Equip you with that. Ramza.
What is it?
Should not underestimate having cloaks as an equipped item. Alright. I think... What do you have here at the castle? Daggers, swords, bows, crossbows, axes, and spears. Okay. So, very armor-based. Unfortunately, we are low on funds, so we gotta wait until those errands are done. Alright. I think, potentially I could get into the story mission after this fight. We'll have to see. So, I want to put... Why do I have so many chocobos? I'm guessing maybe a question for experts of this game.
Understood.
Is there a way to, like, I don't know, release the chocobos? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 of these fucking chocobos on me. That's a lot of chocobos.
I shall do my best.
We will triumph.
And then I want to have my archer
ready.
here.
At the ready. Just when I thought this fen could grow no fouler.
Solid footing scarce enough and rain to rob us of that. Be careful.
Is this going to give me a tutorial about the terrains? No. Beware of the undead. In certain battles, you will face undead foes. Even after being KO'd, units afflicted with the undead status may sometimes be reanimated when their hard icons have all disappeared. However, restorative items and abilities such as potions and the cure spell will inflict damage on undead foes. This knowledge may help you dispose of undead foes more quickly. Oh, good thing both magic units I've got here have white mage skills. Ow. Oh, poison swamp. Oh no. Okay, that's regular Cura. What about... You're gonna come up here, so let's do that. Well, thankfully Ramza's got the ability to do a purification on himself, thanks to all the monk skills I gave him. Nope, not that. Purification. There we go.
No course.
Uh-oh. Ow. Okay. Cura on... Don't know if that does anything. Problem is, I cannot have you. Alright. Here's the idea. I'm gonna wait for them to... Well, hold on. If he goes after the machinist, then maybe I try for curing on this spot. Because I don't know how far their reach is. Do that. Fuck. Okay, and then attack. Another cure. And then wait. Nope. I mean, either way, I'll heal my martial artist, which helps. There we go. And then... Almost. Oh. Still hit. Hell yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, Dragoon was a really good idea. Alright, that's done. I'm gonna have you go up to here so that we can heal real quick, like. So it's best that we actually wipe all these guys out before their revivification, before the revive skill potentially leads to bad shit. Because if they can revive after getting knocked down like this, it's going to be a real drain on the resources pretty damn fast. Gonna jump on this guy.
Now is the time.
Gonna wait on that, and then you move to here. Actually, no, I can't back out of it. Shit. All right. There we go.
Impress myself.
Right then.
Okay, we're doing pretty good. Okay, so sure enough, going by the story missions actually has been steady progress, and then going into grind missions has been getting our asses kicked. Feels a bit ass backwards on that front, but yeah, I guess maybe that's just the strat. Alright.
I must concentrate.
Holy shit.
What to do?
Yeah, Dragoon's fucking strong. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna actually have you Kira.
Now is the time.
I really should give her some more martial arts skills. And cast that, but then get cured, idiot.
Get even stronger.
Okay, so the healers are actually good here.
Are you hurt?
No worse for the wear. The channel shore lies just beyond the fen. Gorg is not far now.
Okay, that actually went more smoothly than I thought. Just need to keep the fuck off the ground. And yeah, that jump skill, that's... Yeah, changing Ramza to a Dragoon was a really good idea. Alright. We are closing in on the 3-hour mark, but I think... We are closing in on that, and it's gonna come up before we know it. And I have a very, very, very big feeling that maybe the fight ahead will last longer than I think. So let's go say hi to our units that have returned.
Good day to you. Want to earn some gil? Anything to thank you?
Wait. Oh, right. That was specifically over to... Oh, Jesus. All right. Well. Oh, and of course. Hold on. All right, well, we're going to go to here first.
Welcome. You're interested then?
All right.
An errand's been Right then. Tell us how it went.
From start to finish, it was a glowing success.
Mount Golg had lain dormant for nigh on 5,000 years, yet dangers enough remain that few dare venture near. But we did, and were rewarded with a tract of gold ore. But it was at the bottom of that deep, dark shaft, 300 domes down at least, that we saw her rise from the molten rock. A lady of flame. Local folktales tell of a time when young maidens were thrown into the volcano's fiery crater to ward off eruptions. We erected a small shrine and offered prayers for the maidens of Mount Golg.
All went to plan. We did good work. Mayhap better than we've ever done before.
Lastly, we obtained this wondrous treasure. Captivating, ain't it?
Parade helm. That is intricately looking. Wow, huh. Designed for victory parades, the ceremonial helm favors flair over function. The myriad precious stones adorning the helm attest to the affluence of a once great nation.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I suppose you can call yourself a treasure hunter now.
Treasure hunter level? What?
I'd consider that a job well done. Anything else I can help you with? Rumors. Need anything? It's just, will that be all? Nothing. Need anything else?
No errands or anything. What the fuck does treasure hunter mean? Alright, well, combo. You can... You can learn... Still level 1. You can learn treasure hunter now, so that'll be good for him. Yeah, it looks like there's really no other method for him to do this stuff besides just fighting. Which isn't ideal, but oh well. And more errands just became available to check up on. And you know what? Fine. We'll have one fight, include Combo in it. And for those that don't know who Combo is my buddy. He's also my mod, and he's also the person that composed the Be Right Back and Starting Soon music that you hear. He's also the one that made the screens of my Starting Soon and BRB. So, yeah, if you're interested in either getting some fantastic music or your own screen, please go give him a follow. That's all of his socials for the Twitch watchers. For the VOD watchers, all of his links are in the description.
If you say so.
Oh, I've got a red chocobo. What do you have? Choco meaty.
An excellent choice. To battle.
Kind of funny that my chocobos are somehow really strong. Why the fuck do I have so many chocobos? I've got so many of them. Oh my god. Okay, did I just get particularly lucky? Because it's really bizarre that somehow I'm getting all these really strong fucking chocobos.
Leave this to me.
Nuh-uh, I'm not letting you cast any of that shit on me. No. Okay, they do a lot of damage, but they are glass cannons, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, wait. Oh, no, you can't even... Uh-oh. Okay, so disabled means they can't even attack. Okay, good to know. Well, I just burned a phoenix down. Need to buy more Phoenix Downs when I can get the chance.
I'm ready.
Do you have fundamentals? No, you don't. But you do have items. What do I have you using? Oh, right. You were a chemist before. And you can use ethers. Oh, my God. Oh, and of course, you can use items. Wonderful. Counts as experience, so I may as well use it. I'm not letting you live. No, 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 no. And then you are not getting away. You're not getting away with that. Nope. And then chocobo pellets. Fly down here. Jesus Christ, that's so much damage. And I'm just gonna keep getting more chocobos. God, at this point, I'm gonna end up with, like, Pokemon breeder level of standing outside and being like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, you know, Pokemon breeder back in Gen 3, he'd go like, or Gen 2 and 3, where he goes, I don't know how this happened, but your Pokemon laid an egg out of nowhere. It's like, I'm gonna be just standing, Ramses just gonna be standing on the map and going like, how the fuck did we end up with all these chocobos?
Here I go.
Actually, if that's just skills. Skills is yellow, and blue is just MP and HP restoration, so that's going to be a no from me. There we go. I've come to see myself. You will see yourself soon, Lilith. I do want to show you the jobs that you can select. Also, we've got a red chocobo, and somehow the chocobos are some of the strongest units that I've gotten so far, which is really funny to me. Like, they're really strong, and I've got so many of these guys. But I did make Combo, and Combo is a chemist because I am trying to figure out a good pathway of a job system for him, because he said he'd want to be a bard, and that fits well for him being a musician, but sadly, I don't know if there is a bard class in this game. Chocobos are cute. Oh yeah, I mentioned it before, but the art style in this game is very timeless, absolutely unique to this game. Very well done. Not gonna let this Cthulhu motherfucker try to get on me. But yeah, how are you doing, Lilith? Hope you're doing well today. This game has been a very good time, albeit I've had some instances of random encounter maps being just completely, like, against me in every which way. Alright, you know what? Since it's just this one guy left, I'm gonna have to go heal. Oh, and the fun thing is, units can actually ride chocobos in this game. Staying warm. I wish I could say the same. It's been too fucking hot here. Like, it's been miserable here. People's power have been going out here. That's how bad it's been. Alright, these two are gonna drop something. Like, yeah, it's been miserable here, so... Boy, am I jealous of y'all over in the good old Australia getting your winter on. I'm not seething, shut up.
Right then.
Actually, you know that old meme of the baby that's posing for like family pictures or something, and it's like, happy for you, hope you're happy for you, oh, I'm so happy for you, good on you. Like, it's that is me right now towards the Australians dealing with winter. You know the exact one I mean. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, there's this old, and I mean old, meme of this baby that's posing for, Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna end up with so many abilities. This guy's gonna be an all-rounder. Height toggle. Oh, I can toggle between selecting the... Oh. Alright. And then with the magic pixel left, I'm gonna let Combo have that final hit. Because I want him to gain experience. I just enjoy it while it lasts. I am ready, yeah, like... It'll be, yeah, I imagine it will be nice for the period that you've got it for. I'm just ready for our period of bullshit bullshit summer to be done, because, as I said, it's been particularly bad, and not helping is the Canadian wildfires across the northern areas that reach into, like, the eastern coast area of the U.S. Like, straight up, it looks like you put a filter over the sky from how bad the weather is. Like, we have not gotten any of that in the Midwest, but I've seen how bad it is, and it is not enviable. Okay. Spoils of War. So yeah, part of the thing that you'll like about this art style, actually, is that the character designer who did this game is the same person that did Nier Automata. So, if you feel you may recognize the two styles, that's why.
Welcome.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do... Okay, so before I showed you the job systems, I sent you to a little mission to salvage a ship.
An errand's over and done with.
So, how did you do?
Tell us how it went.
It would be fair to call it a success, but it's not one I shall recall fondly.
Uh-oh. You were informed that a trade ship called the Hindenburg, registered to a Zalande trading company, went down 60,000 domes into the Bay of Obel and set out to salvage what we could. The work proceeded swimmingly for a time, but poor conditions and our inability to deal with them meant that we failed to raise the wreck. However, a company official informed us that another call for salvagers would, in all likelihood, happen soon.
We shall redouble our efforts in preparation for the next task, that we may prove ourselves worthy of your faith in us.
There you have it.
Well, we didn't... Okay, so good to know we can try that again another time.
Come back soon.
But yeah, you're coming in just as I'm going to end soon, but I will show you the jobs that we have in place. I swear to God. Why do I have so many fucking chocobos? Why do I have so many chocobos? Okay, I can release them. Alright, good. Jesus, I have so many of these guys. Alright, well, I'm keeping the red one. Swimming in chocohos. It's insane. Okay, I'm releasing this guy because... Oh, come on, don't say that to me. Problem is, it's gonna take up all my space for units. I only have so much space. All right, well, yeah. The problem is I'm getting repeats of a lot of ones that have similar skills to each other. So I'm very sorry about releasing these, but I have to save space for when I want to get more units in my party. Call me a monster if you will, but yeah. All right. Okay. That cleared up some space. Now, Lilith, for you.
What is it?
So, at present, you don't really have much in the way of skills right now because I just acquired this unit and you're level 1 and level 2 is a squire. And these are the selections you can have as a unit so far. Just like real life, yeah, it's sad. So you have the option for further pathing through a branch of jobs that you may have. Also, what the hell did Samurai... Oh, Dragoon! Oh, Knight from Dragoon and Monk to... Oh, so that's what Ramza could actually be. Okay. Alright, so you have 2 paths that you can take. If you're feeling melee-ish, you can go from Squire to Archer to Knight to Monk to Geomancer to either of these mystery jobs that I have not unlocked yet. But then there's Thief, there's Dragoon, and Samurai. For the Chemist route, you can go into White Mage or Black Mage, Time Mage to Mystic, Orator to Summoner, along with something you unlock if you get level 5 and 4 respectively in each of the jobs on here. And for some reason, there's this one job that just encompasses everything here. So, which one are you feeling, Lilith? Which of these? Definitely Chemist route. I want to do magic. Okay, so I'll change you to that.
A fine choice.
Also, look at that portrait for the chemist. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? And you know what?
Yes?
I want you to have some defensive options. So guess what, Lilith? You... Points 1, Skedaddle Skadiz. Yep. Skedaddle Skadiz, I remove the caps of your knees. You're gonna learn how to throw rocks. And... Oh, Lilith, how funny would it be if you were a healer that had an axe? How funny would that be? Skedaddle Skadiz... Skadizvian, you are now a lesbian. And giving you some more movement would be good. Axe healer, axe healer. Okay, next skill that I get for you will be axe healer. And I'm for certain gonna have you learn how to use potions and Phoenix Downs, because the last thing that I want is, you know, people dying on us. And now, since we've started on the chemist route, I don't know what this job is, but of the magic jobs you're seeing here, which one are you gravitating towards? Summoner is pretty self-explanatory. You summon Final Fantasy summons. Orator is essentially a debuff class where you're essentially talking people, you're either like gassing people up or talking people down. Like, that's the best way I could describe it. Literally, the job's whole deal is like magic through rhetoric. Like, you just talk people into buffs, or I feel like Orator is more true to life. I will do that then. But to explain the rest, in case you want to hear all the other options, White Mage, self-explanatory. You play 14, you know what that is. And then Black Mage, self-explanatory. Time Mage is speeding up and slowing units down, or using debuffs by way of affecting the turn order of the units on the board. So you can use haste to make units move faster in the turn order, slow to slow down other units. immobilize to make people not be able to take a turn, or at the very least when they take their turn they can't move. Just stuff like that. And Mystic is debuffing through the way of status ailments, where you can inflict blindness, you can inflict silence, and all sorts of stuff like that. So, yeah. So, Orator for you. I will keep that in mind, so I'll probably have to do some off-screen grinding, but yes, I will absolutely make you an Orator. That sounds like a plan. And here's our main guy, Ramza.
Yes?
He's the main character. He is a former noble that got disillusioned after he learned that his brothers were complicit in trying to further their station within a royal family, or at least somebody trying to vie for the royal family. Like, okay, this will be the last thing I show you, Lilith, because I showed this earlier, and I really, really appreciate when games do this. Much like Final Fantasy XVI, there is a whole ass entire tab you can go to learn about the world, characters, and events of the story. Even rewatch cutscenes and dialogue to refamiliarize yourself with things. Lore tab. Yes, lore tab.
Let us begin the lesson.
Like even refreshers on JP and stuff like that. Stop it, don't get so hard. Yeah, like I was like, oh my god, that's wonderful. Like you even have a full ass
evolution history. One
you
must take a broad view.
You have this full timeline here that presents the events of things going on. Like all the way down to the beginning of the game, all the way up to the current state of things. Which is really handy because this game is very, very entrenched in its political machinations. So, yeah, very much big lore. Big lore, big lore. If you like your lore, if you like your deep political plots, oh boy, this is the game for you. So yeah, I will make you an Orator. I'll probably take some time off stream to grind some units up so they can reach those levels. So yeah, I will be sure to let you know when I get you to that state. And I'll make sure to show the portraits of the jobs in question done by the character designer, because truthfully, they are timeless looking. They look like out of a storybook. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. We made some plot progress, albeit with some caveats of, holy shit, these random encounters are kicking me in the dick. But overall, I'm still having a really good time with this. I'm very intrigued by the story, and truthfully, how, like, deeply this game invests in its world and setting. Like, I would almost want to replay this game in the Classics version to see how the PS1 version of it all looks, because, you know, as I said, the Ivalice Chronicles version that I'm playing now that has the full voice acting does have the graphical thing where they decide to smooth the pixels out, which doesn't look terrible, I think, but it does kind of make the whole thing kind of blur together. So, yeah, that's something to keep in mind if you're ever getting this game. Something else to keep in mind about getting this game is that, boy howdy, this feels like it demands to be played on either Steam Deck or Switch. Like, I'm honestly kind of regretting getting this on PS5, but maybe an excuse to double dip. But yeah, very cool. So thanks for joining me, everybody. For VOD watchers on Twitch, on YouTube, if you want to see when I'm live next, I'm usually live at 7 p.m. CST. The schedule that I have is likely to be changed in the future because within the coming weeks, I'm going to end up back on my PM schedule unless something changes. So for schedule updates and everything like that, follow me on my Blue Sky and my YouTube as well, just to see when I am live next. I'm trying to be good about making sure my schedules are up there. And since she is in the chat, I'm going to shout out Lilith Vanille and also put up her links as well. So shouting out Lilith, and then also Lilith, who is the artist of my emotes and my profile picture. Please go check her out. Those are her links. She is awesome and great to work with. Very dear friend of the channel. And yeah, her links are also in the descriptions of the VOD as well as in my channel description. So if you are interested in her work, please go check her out. She's great. So yeah, that's going to be everything from me for VOD watchers. Stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, be good out there, and I'll see you next time. Please, for the love of God, stay cold. Stay cool. It's hot out. Bye.